Everyone, let's take a look at these questions on chapter 10. Question number 1, the most important determinant of consumer spending is the level of income. Then question number 2, the most important determinant of consumption and savings, this is also the level of income. Question number 3, the marginal propensity to save, this one is equal to 0.4, and the question they're asking here is what is the marginal propensity to consume. We know that MPC plus MPS, this two if we add, this will be equal to 1. So MPS will be equal to 1 minus 0.4. Okay, so it's going to be this question. Question number 4, the 45-degree line on a graph relating consumption and income shows all the points at which consumption and income are equal. Remember this line here where we have consumption is equal to disposable income. All right, question number 5. The consumption schedule shows what? This shows the amounts households intend to consume at various levels of aggregate income. Question number 6. Consumption schedule. This directly relates consumption to the level of disposable income. Right, moving forward with these questions. Question number 7, which of the following is true? By now we would be a pro at these questions. APC plus APS is equal to 1. Also MPC and MPS will be equal to 1. Question 8, the saving schedule. This is drawn on the assumption that savings will increase as a percentage of income. All right, question number 9 here, they're asking us to find the marginal propensity to consume. So the marginal propensity to consume will be equal to change in consumption over change in disposable income. You can take any points, like any of the 2 points you want to. For the sake of simplicity, I will just use the first 2 rows. So the change in consumption here in my example is 225 minus 205 over the change in income is 225. From that I subtract 200. This will be equal to 20 over 25. So this is equal to 4 over 5, and my answer is going to be equal to 4 over 5. Looks like, yes, this is going to be 0.80. Okay. All right, let me take this thing off so that I have space to take a look at question number 10. Question number 10 is asking us to find what? The expected rate of return. I have the initial cost equal to 80,000. Then I have the net additional revenue from buying this tool is expected to be 96,000. What is the expected rate of return? So I'm going to use the formula here. It's going to be 96,000 From that, I subtract 80,000. This whole thing will be divided by 80,000. I'm going to multiply this whole thing times 100. If I do the math here, my solution is going to be, let me see, 96,000. From that, I'm taking this 80,000 off, dividing by 80,000 times 100. So this is question number 10 here. My answer will be 20%. Now going to question number 11. I have to find the expected rate of return here. So what I found out here was the expected rate of return. The question they're asking here is, will this investment be undertaken or not? I have the interest rate given to me, which is equal to 10%. The expected rate of return I will find by using these numbers here the same way I did before. That will be 2300 minus 2000. So from that, I'm going to divide the whole thing by 2000 times, and the whole thing in bracket times 100. So the expected rate of return in doing this calculations is going to be equal to 15%. And the interest rate is equal to 10%. Because this expected rate of return is greater than this is the interest rate, or this is the cost of investment. So I'm just going to write here, this is the cost of investment. As 15% is greater than 10%, this is the answer here. Question 11, answer will be A. Now going to question 12 here. Nominal interest rate is 18%, real interest rate is 6%, and they're asking us to find the inflation rate. It will be 12% because I know the nominal interest rate is real interest plus the inflation rate. Okay. Question 13, investment demand curve will shift to the right as a result of businesses becoming more optimistic about future business conditions. Question number 14, which of the following will shift the investment curve from ID1 to ID2? That means it's going to be shifting to the right. So my answer, is actually shifting to the right here. That is question number 14. This will be higher expected rate of return. If we expect the rate of return to go up, the investment demand curve will shift to the right. Now, question number 15. What would shift the investment demand curve again to the right from ID2 to ID3? Oh, this one, a more rapid rate of technological progress. This will also shift the investment demand curve to the right. Okay, going down here. Oops, I just went down a lot. Okay, question number 16. A change in amount saved due to a change in income is shown by a movement along the savings schedule. Question number 17. You are which of the following would increase investment while leaving an existing investment demand curve? Say okay, ID2 in place. All right. And this one, say my interest rate is 5%, my investment is 5. How do we move from point A to point B and undertake a higher investment? Just for the sake of this question, how do we increase investment from 5 to 10? So my answer will be to lower by lowering the interest rate. So be careful with these questions where they're asking for a shift and where they're asking for a movement. So in this one, we had a movement along the investment demand curve. Okay, question number 18. Marginal propensity to save is 18, is 0.2. A $20 billion rise in investment spending, increase gross domestic product, all right, will increase, all right, like any of these choices here. I know my marginal propensity to save. This one is equal to 0.2. So the marginal propensity to consume, this one will be equal to 0.8. A $20 billion increase in investment will do what? So what is the value of my multiplier here? The multiplier will be 1 over 1 minus MPC. Just let me take this calculator out. So it's going to be 1 over 1 minus 0.8. So it's going to be 1 over 0.2. You see this calculation here. All right, so this one is equal to, do the math here, this is going to be equal to 5. This is the value of the multiplier. Now I have an, okay, I'm in there. So okay, so this one which I found out is equal to 5. I know my initial rise in investment is equal to 20. With that, if I multiply 5, the total increase in gross domestic product will be equal to 100. So this one, 100 is going to be the increase in income, or the increase in, I'm just going to say the increase in income or the gross domestic product. But this really does not match any of the answer choices here. Let's see what's going on here. Out of this increase in income, my increase in consumption will be, let's write it down here. The increase in consumption will be the MPC times 100, and this one is gonna be equal to 80. So this question is tricky. This is gonna be the answer to this question here. All right, so hope this makes sense. Let's just move on to the next one. Question number 19, they're asking us to find the value of the multiplier. All right, the first round, the change in income is 20, change in savings is 16, change in consumption, this is going to be equal to, or change in savings is 4, change in consumption is 16. So the MPC is equal to 16 over 20. This is equal to 0.8. But they're asking us to find the multiplier. This one is 1 over 1 minus MPC. That is 1 over 1 minus 0.8. 1 over 0.2. This is equal to 5. That's the answer to this question. Remember the difference between MPC and the multiplier. So question number 20 should have been before question number 19. Question number 20, they're asking us the MPC. This is something we found out. This one is equal to 0.8. Okay, question number 21. I'm not going to do this because I believe you can do this question on your own here. You have the MPC. You are going to find the value of the multiplier. How much GDP will increase will be equal to $3 times the value of the multiplier. I believe you can do it. Okay, almost there. Question number 22 here. The multiplier means what? This means an increase in investment can cause GDP to increase by a larger amount. Question number 23, investment spending, that's what we saw before, is more variable than real gross domestic product. Question number 24 here, which of the following is going to shift, not move, the investment demand curve from ID1 to ID3? This will be lower expected rate of return on investment. Question 25. Inflation is 10%, real interest rate is 12%. What will be the nominal interest rate? Nominal is equal to the real plus inflation. This will be equal to 22%. Question number 26. We have a decrease in corporate income taxes. This is easy. You shift the investment demand curve to the right. The relation between interest rate and investment, this is shown by the investment demand schedule. All right, almost there. Investment demand schedule shows the negative relation between interest rate and investment. All right, question 29. This is a repeat, and we did a question like this at the beginning of this question, so please take a look. So answer will be 15% here. Question 30. Investment demand curve slopes down and to the right because lower interest rate enables more investment projects to be undertaken profitably. So this has to do with movement along the investment demand curve. All right, question number, I'm going to skip 31. That's really easy. I'm going to go directly to question number 32 here. I have disposable income, consumption, disposable income, consumption, like three sets of consumption schedule here. So the question they're asking here is the marginal propensity to consume is highest in which one? Right? For economy 1, the marginal propensity to consume for economy 1 will be equal to 11 minus 4 over 10 minus 0. For economy 2, the marginal propensity to consume will be equal to a change in consumption 125 minus 65 over change in income, which is 80 minus 0. For economy 3 is going to be change in consumption 20 minus 2 over 20 minus 0. You can do the math here. You would find your answer to be this one, highest in economy 3. Question number 33. When income level of disposable income is 200. Okay. I know disposable income is consumption plus savings. Disposable income is 200. Consumption is 205. Savings is something we need to find out. So my savings is 200 minus 205. This one is negative 5. So we have a this savings which is $5. All right, questions 5, 34, and 35. I'll leave it to you to take care of. So that's all I have for now. I'm going to stop this recording and thank you very much. Wish all of you good luck with these questions and the homework. Thank you.